Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney has called a snap election for April 28, seeking a strong mandate to address threats from Donald Trump. Carney claims Trump wants to undermine Canada's sovereignty, a sentiment reflecting the growing tensions between the two nations. The PM's Liberal Party gaining traction in recent polls following significant concerns over Trump's tariffs. Tim Harcourt, what do you think of this?
Well, I think the switch from Trudeau to Carney has given them a new lease of life. The Liberal Party, Trudeau had been in there a long time and made some decisions that were very unpopular with the electorate, and the Canadian Tories were cruising. But now Carney, the former central bank governor of the Bank of Canada and the Bank of England, indeed, during Brexit, has sort of come in as a clean skin. He hasn't even got a seat in the House of Commons yet, Aaron, but under a quirk of the Canadian electoral system, you don't have to have a seat to be Prime Minister, provided you win one in the next election. And he's been able to campaign against Trump, and he's captured to some extent, and it's been a pretty good for the Tory party, who's up against an unpopular Justin Trudeau.
I know we spoke before about it being the Carney factor or the Trump factor, but how much is it was just time for Justin Trudeau and now there's a renewed hope with a new leader?
I think that's it. I mean, Trudeau has passed his use by date. There's a lot of anger towards him in the electorate, even from his own party. So the switch to Carney, who got 86% of the party's primary in the Liberal Party of Canada, a very significant win, just shows, Aaron, I should have stayed at the Reserve Bank, because you can go into politics after being a central banker, as Carney's shown.
Why would you want to go into politics when you can be on ticker every week? Talk to us. 5 weeks till the election. He's pushing policies such as cutting income tax for low-income earners as well. Aside from the tariffs and dealing with Trump and standing up to Trump, and he had a call with Trump over the weekend as well, where he said that it was pretty cordial. Can't imagine that there are many votes in getting on with Trump at the moment. What are the main policies? What are the main, election issues facing Canada? And how similar is what Canada's experience with the economy is to the UK and Australia?
Well, very similar. First, in terms of Canada being like Australia, a commodity economy and being pushed into net zero, which is causing difficulties in the energy market for Canada. Secondly, cost of living crisis in terms of housing, like we see in Australia and the UK, and a lot of difficulties over social cohesion. There have been some pretty bad incidents in Toronto, as we've seen in the UK regularly, and even here in Australia. So I think there's some of those very, very similar issues that are affecting Canada. And in some ways, what Carney's tried to do is to sort of wrap himself up in the maple leaf and really go for a very nationalistic campaign. Whilst the Tories have been trying to paint him as a globalist who's more at home in Switzerland and Saskatoon, that's very close to the Davos connections, and that'll be the sort of way the Tories, but probably they've been associated with policies south of the border.
Yeah.